Well, many religious structures, from mosques to churches, stand tall and proud for all to see, as they should. But not every temple shares that fate. Some are hidden, not just by chance, but by design. Temples are meant to be places of sequestration, where visitors seek enlightenment, reflection, or something beyond the ordinary. So it's no surprise that many of them aren't just off the beaten path. They're completely removed from the public eye. Tucked away in dark, dense jungles, buried under centuries of history, or deliberately kept secret, here are 15 lost temples hidden from the public eye. And trust us, you'll want to add these to your bucket list of places to visit. Let's start off this list with number 15, Padmanabhaswamy Temple. Temples are usually places of worship, but Padmanabhaswamy Temple in Kerala, India, is also a vault of hidden treasures. This beautiful temple, dedicated to Lord Vishnu, is often called the richest temple in the world, and for pretty good reason. In 2011, when 5 of its 6 underground vaults were finally opened, what was inside shocked the world. Gold coins, diamond-studded crowns, gem-encrusted idols, and ancient jewelry worth over $22 billion. But here's the boggler. The 6th vault, as they love to call it, Vault B, remains sealed. Some say it's locked by a mysterious mechanism that requires a lost ritual to open. Others believe it holds something far more valuable or dangerous. Legends even suggest that breaking into it could unleash a curse. To this day, the temple's treasures remain untouched by modern greed, locked away under heavy security. But the real mystery? If 5 vaults held billions, what's hidden in the 6th one? Number 14, Temple of Quetzalcoatl. Mexico is famous for its pyramids and temples, but the Temple of Quetzalcoatl, the Feathered Serpent Temple, holds one of the most chilling discoveries in ancient history. Located in the ruins of Teotihuacan, this temple is more than just an architectural wonder. It's a site of mass human sacrifice. In the 1980s, archaeologists discovered over 100 skeletons buried beneath the temple, all sacrificed in elaborate rituals. Many of them had their hands tied behind their backs, girding the belief that these weren't just burials. They were offerings to the gods. The sacrifices likely took place between 150 and 200 CE, during a time when civilizations believed that blood offerings could bring prosperity, good harvests, and victory in battle. But here's the eerie part. We still don't know who built Teotihuacan or why the city was abandoned. The massive temple and its surrounding structures remain a mystery, with tunnels and hidden chambers still being explored today. Number 13, Varanasi Temple. India is home to countless temples, each with its own history, legend, and architectural marvels. The Varanasi Temple is no exception. One glance at its intricate design, and you can almost hear the echoes of ancient craftsmen pouring their devotion into every stone. The detailing isn't just ornamental, it's storytelling in its purest form. But what makes this temple truly special is its connection to Indian mythology. According to legend, a god blessed this sacred site after witnessing a bird desperately trying to save a stolen bride. A strange tale? Maybe. But like all great myths, it adds a sense of divine wonder to the place. Recognized as a nationally protected monument, this temple stands as a testament to India's rich spiritual and artistic heritage. Step inside, and you'll find walls covered in carvings and paintings, an endless gallery of devotion waiting to be explored. Number 12, Wat Arun. There's no mistaking Wat Arun. It's one of Thailand's most recognizable landmarks. Standing tall on the banks of the Chao Phraya River, this temple is a vision of elegance, with its towering spires seemingly reaching for the heavens. What's surprising, though, is that the temple's striking glow isn't due to expensive materials. It's mostly made of wood and concrete, but clever design tricks, like mirrored tiles and whitewashing, create an illusion of shimmering light. From a distance, it sparkles as if it's coated in gemstones. And while many temples fade into history due to neglect, this one almost met the same fate. For years, Wat Arun was in desperate need of restoration, but no one was willing to fund it. Then came a local artist who took it upon himself to save the temple, using his own money. That's not just dedication to art, it's an act of pure devotion, ensuring that this super iconic masterpiece continues to inspire generations. Number 11. Angkor Wat. At first glance, Angkor Wat in Cambodia looks like something out of a fantasy novel. Massive towers, intricate carvings, and an endless maze of stone corridors. But what many don't realize is that this isn't just any temple. It's the largest religious monument in the world. Built in the 12th century, this Hindu temple, later converted into a Buddhist sanctuary, covers over 400 acres. That's 4 times the size of Vatican City. It was designed to represent Mount Meru, the mythical home of the gods, and its moat symbolizes the cosmic ocean. But despite its grandeur, Angkor Wat has a mysterious past. No one knows exactly why the Khmer Empire abandoned it. Some theories suggest war, climate change, or even supernatural beliefs. And while much of the temple remains intact, hidden tunnels and undiscovered chambers still exist beneath the ruins, waiting to be explored. Today, Angkor Wat isn't just a UNESCO-protected site. It's a symbol of Cambodia's ancient power, drawing millions of visitors each year. But the deeper you look, the more questions it raises about the rise and fall of one of history's greatest civilizations. Number 10. Temple of Hephaestus. Ancient Greece knew how to build temples that could stand the test of time, and the Temple of Hephaestus in Athens is living proof. Nestled in the heart of the city, this temple is one of the best preserved relics of Greek antiquity, still standing strong after more than 2,400 years. Dedicated to Hephaestus, the Greek god of fire, blacksmithing, and craftsmanship, this temple is a tribute to the man, or god, who forged weapons for the gods themselves. From Zeus's thunderbolt to Achilles' armor, Hephaestus was the unsung hero of Olympus. Built in the Doric style, the temple's sturdy columns and meticulous stonework are a testament to Greek engineering. Unlike many ancient sites that have crumbled over time, this one remains remarkably intact, giving visitors a rare, unspoiled glimpse into the architectural brilliance of classical Greece. If you're in Athens, missing this mind-blowing temple would be a mistake. Number 9. Solomon's Temple. Now we're diving into a mystery, one of the most famous temples that may have never existed. Solomon's Temple, also known as the First Temple, is said to have stood in Jerusalem, built by the legendary King Solomon himself. But here's the catch. No physical evidence of it has ever been found. The Bible describes it as a grand structure filled with gold, precious stones, and the Ark of the Covenant. According to historical accounts, it stood for centuries before being destroyed by the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar II. Some believe it was built on Temple Mount, but modern excavations haven't turned up solid proof. Despite this, the temple remains a powerful symbol in religious history. Some scholars argue that its existence is undeniable, while others question whether it was more of a mythical construct. Either way, the legend of Solomon's Temple continues to fuel debates and search efforts to this day. All right, now let's move to number 8. Ness of Brodgar. Scotland may be known for its castles and moody landscapes, but it also hides one of the most intriguing archaeological sites in Europe, the Ness of Brodgar. Located in the Orkney Islands, this Neolithic settlement predates the Egyptian pyramids, with structures dating back to around 3,300 BCE. What makes it special? It's not just a collection of old stones. It's a glimpse into an ancient civilization that thrived thousands of years ago. Among the ruins, archaeologists have uncovered a well-preserved temple, suggesting that this was once a significant spiritual center. The site was mysteriously abandoned and partially dismantled by 2200 BCE, leaving more questions than answers. Was it a religious exodus? A climate disaster? A forgotten war? No one knows for sure. But thanks to its UNESCO protection, excavation efforts continue, offering new insights into our prehistoric ancestors. Who knows what secrets still lie beneath its ancient walls? Number 7. Konark Sun Temple. Back to India, where temples aren't just places of worship, they're architectural masterpieces with stories carved in stone. The Konark Sun Temple, dedicated to the Indian sun god, is a prime example. Even though time and destruction have taken their toll, what remains is still jaw-dropping. Rising 61 meters into the sky, this temple isn't just a shrine. It's an artistic marvel. Built to resemble a massive stone chariot, complete with intricately carved wheels and horses, this temple is a testament to India's ancient engineering. But that's not all. It's also infamous for its rather risque sculptures. Erotic carvings adorn the temple walls, making it one of the boldest artistic statements of its time. Unfortunately, its history is marked by destruction. Some say natural disasters brought it down, while others blame centuries-old Muslim invasions. Either way, the temple stands as a hauntingly beautiful relic of India's past, still revered today. Number 6. Shwedagon Pagoda. If there's one temple that radiates pure gold, it's Shwedagon Pagoda in Yangon, Myanmar. This isn't just any Buddhist shrine. It's the most sacred in the country, towering at 326 feet, covered in real gold plates, and topped with thousands of diamonds and rubies. At sunrise or sunset, it glows with an almost magical aura, making it one of the most visually stunning religious sites in the world. But what truly sets Shwedagon Pagoda apart is the relics inside. It is said to house sacred remains from 4 previous Buddhas, including strands of their hair, relics, and ancient treasures. This makes it a pilgrimage site unlike any other, drawing thousands of worshippers every day. Beyond its beauty, the pagoda holds historical significance. It has survived earthquakes, colonial rule, and political upheaval, yet it stands tall, a symbol of resilience, devotion, and Burmese identity. If you ever visit Myanmar, Shwedagon Pagoda is a must-see, not just for its grandeur, but for the spiritual energy that lingers in its golden glow. Number 5. Borobudur Temple. Hidden in the heart of Indonesia, Borobudur is the largest Buddhist temple in the world, and for nearly 1,000 years it was completely forgotten. Built in the 9th century, this massive temple consists of 9 stacked platforms, 2,672 intricate relief panels, and over 500 Buddha statues. It was made as a spiritual journey, guiding worshippers from the earthly realm to enlightenment as they ascend each level. But here's the mystery. Sometime in the 14th century, Borobudur was abandoned. Theories suggest volcanic eruptions or the decline of Buddhism in the region, but no one knows for sure. By the time it was rediscovered in the 1800s, the temple was completely buried under volcanic ash and jungle overgrowth. Even more fascinating, Borobudur was built without any cement or mortar. The stones were locked together like a giant 3D puzzle, making it an engineering marvel that still stands today. Thanks to restoration efforts, Borobudur is once again a sacred site and a UNESCO World Heritage treasure. But the biggest mystery remains. What else lies hidden beneath Indonesia's ancient landscape? Well, we don't know. Number 4. Lalibela Rock-Hewn Churches. Deep in the Ethiopian highlands lies Lalibela, a site unlike any other. This isn't just one temple. It's an entire complex of rock-hewn churches, carved straight into the ground, forming an underground spiritual city. Dating back to the 12th century, these monolithic churches were commissioned by King Lalibela, who sought to create a new Jerusalem in response to the Muslim conquest of the Holy Land. The result? 11 interconnected churches, each carved from a single block of volcanic rock. What's even more astonishing is the precision of the carvings. Without modern tools, builders managed to excavate, shape, and decorate these churches, complete with passageways, courtyards, and hidden tunnels. Today, Lalibela remains one of the holiest sites for Ethiopian Christians, attracting pilgrims from around the world. Number 3. Prohm Temple. Unlike most temples that are carefully restored, Prohm is one of the few places where nature has been left to reclaim its territory. Enveloped by towering silk cotton trees and strangler figs, this 12th century Buddhist monastery looks like something straight out of a lost civilization. Originally built by King Jayavarman VII and dedicated to his mother, Prohm was once home to thousands of monks, officials, and workers. Over the centuries, however, it was abandoned, and the jungle slowly took over. Today, massive tree roots snake through its walls, wrapping around stone corridors and doorways, creating an otherworldly scene. Its mysterious, overgrown ruins have made it one of the most photographed temples in the world, famously appearing in Tomb Raider and countless travel documentaries. Despite centuries of neglect, Prohm remains a hauntingly beautiful symbol of the delicate balance between man and nature. Number 2. Dwarka Temple. Temples exist for many reasons: prayer, pilgrimage, tradition. But the Dwarka Temple in India has a unique twist. Every year, thousands of devotees gather not just to worship, but to take part in an ancient stick-fighting tradition. Yes, you heard that right. According to Hindu mythology, the gods once battled demons using sticks, and this ritual reenacts that celestial conflict, minus the bloodshed. The festival sees participants clashing in controlled stick fights, a symbolic recreation of the mythical war. But even beyond the spectacle, Dwarka Temple is a place of deep spiritual significance. It's believed to be the home of Lord Krishna's legendary kingdom, which, according to ancient texts, was swallowed by the sea. Some even claim that ruins of the submerged city still exist beneath the waves. Whether myth or history, the temple remains an important site of worship and an intriguing link to India's divine past. Number 1. Kailasa Temple. This isn't a temple built on rock. It's a temple carved out of rock, from the top down. Imagine sculpting an entire multi-level structure from a single massive cliff, without modern machinery. Archaeologists estimate that over 200,000 tons of rock had to be removed to create this masterpiece. The temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva, is covered in intricate carvings, massive pillars, and towering shrines, all shaped with incredible precision. Some experts have even questioned whether ancient builders had techniques we still don't fully understand. What makes it even more mysterious is the lack of clear historical records. The temple is often attributed to King Krishna I of the Rashtrakuta dynasty, but no inscriptions confirm this. How did they build something so detailed without blueprints? And why do certain sections remain unfinished? Even today, Kailasa Temple is considered an architectural anomaly, one of those places that defies logic. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.